is what I need. Hey, hey. Said I need a dollar is what I need. Good morning, good evening. Welcome to the very first CRO Tank episode. Good to have everyone here. Such a great turnout already, and so many applicants for this debut episode, which is going to be excellent. So, to give a quick rundown of how it's going to work, we have had the Google form open for a week now, and so we're going to be going in order of submission. So there hasn't been any vetting process or picking, deciding. It's simply first in, first serve, and each speaker will be getting 30 seconds. It's pretty strict 30 seconds. Here as the host, I'll be throwing up a peace sign around the 10-second mark just to give you the speakers that moment to know that they're going to have to wrap up shortly. The panelists will obviously be able to throw up emojis of support, or maybe throw up a hand if to show that they're interested or have a question to follow up with, and then we'll move from person to person. Very important to say at the top of the show, of course, that this is an experimental community chat discussion. None of this is financial advice, and we're all doing research together, and hopefully we can learn something along the way as well. Really glad to have my most trusted co-host of all times next to me here, Crypto Rockstar. Good morning, good evening. How are you?
How's everybody doing today? I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I'm doing so well, mate. Thank you. I'm just trying to make sure we got all the speakers that we need up here. Let me just shoot you a co-host invite there, Shriz, as well. And excellent. How are you doing this morning, Shriz?
Really good. You caught me with the mouthful of food, eating a little bit of dinner. Really excited for this today. I'm a big fan of Shark Tank. That being said, I've only seen it twice, but I love it. I love all the Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary, and so I can't wait to pull a Mark Cuban on somebody and tell them I'm out.
That's so awesome. Excellent. And also up here on the panel, Layan Low, coming out from Layan Low to join us. Really appreciate it, Layan. How are you going?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, or good evening, or good morning. Like Swiss, I was just eating, but I just finished, so this is perfect timing. I'm excited. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here. Absolutely. Up, man. Thank you for joining us here on the panel as well. How are you going this morning?
Thanks for the invite. Looking forward to learning about new projects, and let's have some fun.
Indeed, excellent. So this is the first episode, so we're gonna figure a lot of things out as we go along, and hopefully get to every speaker, make sure everything's fair, and improve from week to week. If there are any technical difficulties or anything like that, then if someone was scheduled to speak, they haven't lost their spot, I'll make sure that they get an opportunity next week. So it's not the end of the world if Twitter decides to rug any particular users or even my account. Touch wood, of course. And so I think that's really all that we need to cover in terms of the basics. So as we bring up each speaker, I will, where possible, pin up a tweet from each of them. So it does give the audience their opportunity to check out their profile, follow them, maybe ask them some questions if you'd like. The best part about the applications that have come through is our very first one from Syriac. So I'm just going to get that tweet pinned up top. What was cool about when we were talking about this concept was perhaps having people who don't necessarily speak English as their first language, or maybe are too shy to speak, or whatever the reason may be, and potentially being able to play a recording on their behalf, and without even putting that out there, that's exactly what Syriac has done. So let's try it out with the classic sound effects, and we'll bring Syriac in. So this is normally where I would make sure that Cyriac's mic is working, but mic check 1, 2. Here we go. Cyriac tweet up top. So this is the helmet collection, and here we go from Cyriac.
Good morning, everyone. The stormtroopers are the soldiers of the Galactic Empire, in charge of maintaining order in the galaxy. But there are many unknown variations of this infantry, depending on the location in the world where they are. That is why I bring you this collection that brings together some possible variants of these helmets. Enjoy it, hope you like it, and may the Force be with you. Any questions or concerns, I would love to receive it in writing so I can translate it. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Thank you so much, Cyriac. Not an inconvenience at all. Excuse me. I'm so happy that we're hearing from artists that we wouldn't normally get to hear from to our panelists, which I haven't given an official name yet, whether we call them the CRO panel or something like that. Any feedback for Cyriac on his helmet collection, the Stormtrooper collection up top?
I found one that I really liked, so I just bought it. Edition 3, or number 3, edition 2 for $40. It's pretty cool. I'm looking more into it. It seems like it's pretty popular. I've seen it before pop up on crypto.com, with the new listing. So not too bad. I'm going to DM him actually. So looks pretty good.
Nice. Any other feedback, Shriz? Yeah.
I'm scared of it. This looks like a Disney DCMA takedown waiting to happen. I'm out.
Fair enough. Anything from yourself, Lane?
Yeah, I was kind of on the same boat with Ibisu. I do worry about copyright infringements, and we've got a lot of Stormtrooper-esque type art that's coming out right now. So I'm going to have to pass on this one.
Understandable, valid concerns. Any input up before I guess say anything about it?
I do love the concept. I love the creativity. I just worry about the copyright stuff.
For sure. In fact, that's what I was going to say, is that there's obviously some really great talent there. The artwork itself is incredible. I do like the different variations on the helmet, whether they're floral printed or more serious. Perhaps a similar collection that doesn't remind us so clearly of Star Wars maybe won't piss off the folks there at LucasArts. It might be the way to go, because the items themselves, I think, are quite detailed and shows a lot of skill for what he's created. Awesome, excellent. So we're going to try and keep this to an hour. So let's see how we go as we move along. The next speaker we're going to have not fungible man coming up to speak, and the name of the project here is the Not Fungible Club. So do we have? Yes, we do. Not Fungible, you're there, my friend. Oh no, have we lost him? This is where we might have to move on to speaker 3 if we don't have the request on the mic. We'll give it a few more seconds there when we wait. If not, we will move on to Porkbelly Times will be next.
I guess it's worth noting, if it's your first time in a space, you need to be joining from mobile, not desktop, to speak.
Good point. And if it is your first time coming up to speak, it is a weird moment when you're added as a speaker. It sounds like it cuts out, and you come through the time warp, which I think non-fungible. I think you might have just come through the time warp. Are you there, my friend?
Can you hear us?
We sure can. Yes. How are you today?
Okay. Sorry.
Ozzy, we're playing a song. Hang on.
Excellent. So non-fungible, if you're ready, I'll start the clock, and I'll throw up the peace sign at the 10-second mark, and away you go. So over to you, non-fungible. Tell us about the Non-Fungible Club.
Yeah, You can hear us?
We sure can.
Okay, perfect. We're happy to be here to present our project, the non-fungible club. So we're happy to be here in this panel.
Please continue.
Okay, perfect. So I will present you our project. That is our brand is Not Fungible Man. Our project is a non-fungible club, and our mascot is Frank. That is a mascot of the project. And our project will develop in 4 parts. And the rules of our non-fungible clubs are that the club is divided in 2 parts: the regular membership and the exclusive membership. And in the first part of the project, that is the one we are presenting now, we're about to we will drop 1,000 of NFTs, and only 1% of these NFTs will contain a silver franc, that is a silver project with a silver skeleton, and the 1% of our project will be the exclusive membership. So if you find the silver skeleton, you will automatically be an exclusive member of our club. And
That's fantastic. Interesting concept. Sorry to interrupt you there, but just going to try and keep it to the short, sharp format. But of course, we do now have an opportunity to have the panel give some feedback or have a discussion. So maybe you can give us. Oh, you can hear the crows here in Australia crowing, so it must be a good day. I've pinned up a tweet up top there for non-fungible, so if you are interested in what's being discussed, you can shoot a follow there. Panelists, what do we think about the non-fungible club? Rockstar.
I'll start it off, Ozzy.
Sure, man.
I like the. Sorry about that. I figure Rockstar's off looking at the art as well, so I want to give him an opportunity to study it. So I like the concept. I will say that I do have some concerns, though. I looked through there. I looked through the crypto.com kind of art and profile, and it seems to be a lot of good stuff, but it seems to be a little bit close. I see some lazy horses that have been converted. I see some skulls or some cycle kitties that have been converted. I get a little weary or when I start seeing tributes to other closely related projects that are going on. So for that reason, I'm out. But I would say just with abundance of caution, because if you get too close to these tributes, sometimes that could result into some level of suspension or some sort of recourse that might make it hard to sell in the future.
Yes, wise words, Lane. Though, absolutely. I mean, it's an interesting world when it comes down to whether it's fan art and completely original but inspired by, versus borrowing a few too many elements and then therefore moving into the range of potential copyright infringement. So, interesting concerns. Rockstar, did you have something to add? Yes, my friend.
Yeah, I really like the art, but I agree with Lane Lowe. There's lots of similarities to existing projects, from lazy horses, from loaded lions, and things as such. It would be more appropriate if you had your own style and be different, right? So you can copy other people, but in my opinion, it does pose some concerns, as Lane Lowe had outlined. I like the style. I just wish it was a different subject. So for that reason, I'm out as well. Thank you.
Up's got his hand up.
Excellent.
All right.
What's up?
Yeah. Sure. Same concerns. Don't need to repeat myself, but I wanted to give a suggestion that when you use some of the styles from other projects, I would suggest talking with the team and using it as a method of promotion rather than having that as part of your collection. I think you already have artistic talent to come up with your own variations. So there is value in attempting to create your own style, but use those other styles from other projects as a way of promoting your project. So, thanks.
Well said. Well said. And Shriz, did you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think his suggestion was very good. I agree with that. I don't see, I think the art itself is sufficiently different from these other mentioned projects, but it is fair to say that, um, I still see the concern of the other panelists. I think also NFM, you should practice a little bit more on the pitch, because I think some of the things you had talked to me about in private, you didn't get a chance to get across. So hopefully we can you can go back to the drawing board and come back later day.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt terrible trying to wrap it up there, but I had already let it run over the 30 seconds a little long there. But we're figuring this format out. Maybe we will extend it out to maybe a minute, give people a chance to get their message across. But we'll figure that out as we come along. But I really love the feedback. And I think even people in the audience might be budding creators and the like. Just hearing, what big name developers like yourself, Shwiz, or collectors might look for in a project and see as valuable, or see where there's things to improve on. So yeah, really appreciate the feedback there for non-fungible and the non-fungible club. Check out the pin tweet up top if you want to find out more. Thanks for joining us, non-fungibles. So I'm now just going to introduce our next speaker, Pork Belly Times. So dramatic, that music. Pork Belly, how are you this evening?
Very dramatic. I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you. Are you ready for your time to start, my friend?
Yes, I prepared a recording, so if you don't mind, it's about 45 seconds. I'll just go ahead and play it now, because you can stop it at any point. I'll go ahead and just play it.
Perfect. Play it through.
Pork Belly Times, aka Stephen Morse. I'm a fully doxed artist based out of Miami. Growing up in the 80s, my work was and is still highly influenced by the pop art masters, including Roy Lichtenstein, Jean-Michel Basquiat, Andy Warhol, and Keith Haring. A creator since childhood, capturing photos and drawing, I acquired my BFA in photo in 2010 and worked as a commercial photographer for 10 years. In 2013, while working in the historical archives of Bob Adelman, who was a foremost civil rights photographer and pop art movement photographer who was best friends with Roy Lichtenstein, Pork Belly Times was formed as a journalistic outlet for my photography. Jumping in front of the camera as an actor in 2020 to chase my childhood dreams of being an actor and artist, Pork Belly Times now finds itself as my moniker for my art, including my hand-drawn works and photography.
Fantastic. Thanks for that, Pork Belly. So over to the panelists. Who'd like to go first? Rockstar, over to you, my friend.
While you guys were playing songs and listening to the pre-recorded pitch, I've already bought a few. So I've already known Pork Belly from before. And what resonates with me is the variety, right? The flowers and hand-drawn cartoons. And it's very appealing. The quality is low. The pricing is in the right position. And so I'm always happy to pick up a few more. So yeah, thank you again. I really like his style.
That's awesome. A couple more sales, so I get to play the applause soundtrack. Nicely done, Pork Belly. Shwiz or Leon or Up, did you guys have any comments from PB and J or Pork Belly Times?
I was just actually trying to log into my Crypto.com account because I got to get one of these Valentines before they're all gone. I love the Valentines. I not the biggest fan of the big heads. I kind of see where you're going at with the Warhol reference. Not quite for me, but I do love the Valentines for sure.
Fantastic. I love that you're rapidly trying to log on there to grab some items. I'd love to be an audience member in one of these one day, so I can actually have my computer open to do some shopping myself. But this is excellent. Leon or Up, did you have anything for PB before we move on? The next speaker will be Chief Lido.
Just real quick, no, I love the variety that he kind of provides. You got a little bit of everything. You got the low end stuff, as I'll say, which is it obviously is to meant no offense, but which is fun and exciting. And he's got some of the other things that really make you think. So no, I have a few pieces of pork belly myself, and we'll continue to pick a few up as he continues to drop. I like the versatility and the diversity that he provides.
Excellent. And if nothing from you Up, then we'll wrap this one up and move on to the next one, the next project. So we're going to have Lido Liedenbrock talking about the Crow Island project. Do you have us there, Lido?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's a privilege to have you guys with me here. I'm super excited and super nervous, but my name is Jarvis, Lido, aka Jarvis. So I'm just going to quickly get into the project. It's Crow Island. That's where we're going to build a home for everyone in the Crow tribe. It's just a sustainable community in the metaverse, and I'm going to call it Crow Cribs too, on the Crow Island. All right, and these ownership of these homes will grant you exclusive access to your own customable NFT gallery. So that means you can put all your whatever is in your wallet into your home, so that people can come into your address and have a look at that. And my vision is to create a beautiful neighborhood where residents can have fun, engage with neighbors, and enjoy the fruit of their labor. So there'll be a couple of different utilities that I'm coming up with. So, for example, if you own three or more homes, you get exclusive access to limited collection of hotel, community buildings, and all that stuff. We get to socialize with everyone in the Crow tribe, and there will be planned charity giveaway, and maybe talking about staking on Crodex at the moment.
Ooh, that's exciting. I again feel terrible having to jump in. Maybe we will extend the speaker time to 60 seconds because it's hard to talk about the artwork and then utilities all in a 30-second space. But we'll figure this out as we go along. But really appreciate it. Nice to meet you, Jarvis. By the way. So panelists, what do we think of Crow Island?
I like the concept. I looked at the page that you have linked on your profile. It took me to another page that the reference chains were Polygon, Ethereum, and I think Matic, or Avalanche. I'm sorry. I guess I didn't see anything associated with Chronos. So is there another page that we could look at, or is there anything else you have that we could look at that would resonate with the Chronos chain?
So at the moment, everything's still up, still work in progress. So the link that you went onto my profile so my project is similar to what I have, which the link is there. This project is based on Solana. So I'm actually following very closely to what they're doing, because I'm actually speaking to the founder on that project too. So it's very early days at the moment. So at the moment, I'm just getting the artwork done, and getting everything planned out.
Okay. No, like I said, I like the concept. I like the art. It sounds like there's still a little bit more maturity necessary for the project, but I do look forward to hearing more about it.
Yep. Definitely, I'll plan that there'll be plan for custom ones, one-on-one to be done for maybe some of these big whales like Aussie. I might want to get one out to you. Maybe I'll get a opera house up for you.
That's very kind, mate. I appreciate it, but honestly, you don't have to get me anything. But lovely gesture, Rockstar. I love that you're throwing up the hand there in the co-host spot. But please, what would you like to add?
Yeah, I want to talk to Lido through a DM, maybe about possibility of launching on Crypto.com or Chronos. We all like Crypto.com and Chronos due to the low gas fees or no gas fees. So I'm not super excited to spend money on Ethereum. So that's my feedback.
100%. It's going to be on Chronos. I actually put in an application on Ibisu Bay already, just waiting for them to come back to me. And I was thinking on where I want to go, but I want to go on the Chronos because I started off with Loaded Lions, and that's when I got into this space, and I've been in the community for a little bit anyway.
So I have a quick question.
Oh, go for it. Up.
Go ahead. Up. Please go.
Sure. Thanks for sharing your project. I like the concept, and I hear that you are, I guess, that website that's linked to your profile is the model case for the project you're working on.
Yep.
But if you've already applied to Ibisus, I'm wondering if you have any samples that you can show the community.
I have some samples of the artwork, basically based. I've actually sent it to Aussie before. I'm trying to keep it a bit of hush-hush at the moment, keep it a bit low, and then slowly release it as like sneak review, sneak launch, and all that stuff.
Okay. I think people could mistakenly or misunderstand if they look at your banner and link, because the banner image is from the other project. So I would say maybe come up with something that says coming soon, or come up with, you can just put up some words about your project that it's coming soon so that there's no misunderstanding from others. But excited to see what you come up with. Yeah.
That's awesome feedback. Shwiz, man.
I'll just say, I guess I'm confused. I mean, we're, like I've said, we're not really seeing like what you have in mind for the Chronos chain. Like based on what I see here, unless there's more in the application, you'd probably be denied just from lack of information. So, what you say is interesting. So, once you have a little bit more idea, you have some things you can show us, some art you can show us, definitely make sure you reach out, and we'll see if we can help you, because it's a cool idea.
So, sorry, Leo, just before you respond there, just to speak on that quickly. So there is the challenge, of course, of people who are up and coming with a project that they might not want to, broadcast publicly before it comes to fruition, which I totally understand. So, if people do want to come up and speak more generally and provide more specifics separately, Lito did provide sort of some supporting artwork and stuff in the application form, so I'll make sure that you have access to that one there, Shwiz, and the whole panel, of course. I totally understand anyone who may want to come up in the future or anything like that. I guess just keep that in mind if it is a project that might be a clever little secret or something you figured out that you might not want told to 70 plus people. Lito, did you want to respond before we move on to our next speaker?
No, all good. Thank you for everything, all your input. I definitely, I have another Twitter page for Crow Island. It's in the back end, so I will do everything with my own account anyway. But yeah, I definitely will maybe put up some artwork and reapply for Ibisu Bay towards the future, and I'll talk to crypto, all you guys to get more advice.
Fantastic. It was really good to hear from you and to meet you. Thanks so much. Alrighty, so to introduce the next applicant or submission from Alien NFT, a bit of the intro here. How you doing today, Alien? You doing well?
I'm doing better than brilliant, Ozzy. That's honestly what I can say. I'm doing better than brilliant.
That's what we like to hear. That's the energy. That's fantastic. And let me just get your tweet up top because you did provide that one for me. Bang, bang, boom. Alrighty. So should we start your 30 seconds off now? You ready?
Let her rip, Ozzy.
Let's go. And your time starts now.
Hey, CRO fan. I'm Sam Carter, owner and developer of Chronos Alien NFT. Our Gen 1 collection will be running on Ibiza's Bay March 6th, and our collection consists of 2,500 NFTs with over 125 traits among 7 categories. We plan to launch NFT staking in the form of royalty sharing as a form of utility with our partners platform Crodex. We also will be creating a DAO system known as the Alien DAO with our NFTs. DAO holders will be able to vote on proposals and utility and roadmap put forward by the community. We also plan to donate 50K CRO back to the community in form of giveaways and airdrops, and as well $15,000 to a charity of the DAO's choice. As well, we partnered up with the Afro Mafia. We'll be creating 5 Afro Mafia aliens to be auctioned off by Al Champone. And as well, we're also partnering with NFTs for Blood. Our min price is only 150 CRO, while our whitelist price is 125 CRO.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, Alien NFT. Perfect preparation. Got the message across. The elevator pitch. If you ever bumped into Joe Conyers in an elevator and had to convince him in 30 seconds, you would have nailed it there. So over to the panelists. You're up first.
Wow, you speak fast. That was great. And I love. I'm just looking over your website, and I love how you have a lot of intention to, do donations and charity work. I really love that. I'm just a bit concerned with the number of NFTs that you're minting and the mint price and the amount that you're putting out there in public that you'll be, I guess, as a DAO will be donating. I mean, obviously haven't done the math right now, but just wondering if you have a plan for all these big donations that you have in mind, any funds that you already have beforehand.
Well, nothing's minted yet. We will be minting on March 6th, like I said, and we're doing 2,500 of the NFTs. In regards to charity donations and roadmap, essentially, yes, I have done a lot of math for that to see if it will be possible, and 100% it will be possible after the completion of our full mint. 100% we'll be able to do that 50,000 CRO back towards the community and $15,000 to charity. That will be no issue at all. That 100% can and will be done.
Awesome.
If anybody has any other questions, I would love to answer.
So could I ask a quick follow-up question?
Of course, I'll go for it.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry to take up more time. So is it correct that my understanding for your project that charity work and doing good to the world is one of the main focus for this project?
Well, essentially, yeah, it's definitely one of our main focuses for our Gen 1. I mean, I've always been a very charitable person. I always do love giving back. I do a lot of charity work. I do work with the Big Brother program. I do a lot of stuff like that. And I mean, honestly, if I'm able to make this project work, be able to establish my community, the most thing I want to do is able to give back to the people that make this possible at the end of the day. Because there's a lot of communities out there who create their projects, and I mean, there's little to no incentive or anything like that for a community, and it really kind of hurts me. Like, I notice that stuff, and there's other people in this world that could use some help, and I want to help people.
I love that. Great positive message. And before I go to you, Shriz, it does remind me that what we might try next week is when there is a project or a speaker that we're particularly interested on, maybe each of the panelists get like a card that they can play once per episode to, extend the time and have a bit more of a back and forth, make it special. But over to you, Shriz, then we'll go to Rockstar and Layan. Thank you, guys.
Okay, I got 2 quick questions. One, you say, I'm just looking at the tweet here. It says, utility checkmark. I heard staking. I want to know, like, it's Codex staking. Where are the staking rewards coming from? If it's from royalties, I guess how is the project funded long term? Like, what's the
Sure. I'd love to explain that. Shwiz. So what we're doing is 100% of all secondary market sales incurred on Ibiza's Bay and an 8% royalty fee are going to be incurred in a community trust wallet. Then, if users want to stake their NFTs, they'll be able to do so on Crodex because we already have that partnership finalized, and then they'll be able to earn wrapped CRO.
Okay, so I guess how is the project going to be funded long term if if 100% of the royalties are going to
We
holders.
we have plans for a Gen 2 drop around June time. We do have plans for a Gen 2.
Okay.
And then what we're going to be doing for our Gen 2 is we're going to be changing up our utility greatly, and we're going to be changing for the Gen 2, we're going to be looking at, for the Gen 2, we're also going to be adding in tokenomics, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself and overindulge in the project, but we do have things laid out, and we do have stuff finalized for how we're going to do it percentage-wise of where Mint's going to go, if it's going to go to marketing, if it's going to go to web development, if it's going to go to tokenomics. We have that stuff planned out.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate you respecting the time of the other people. We'll follow up, I think, later time for that.
Awesome, Rockstar.
I just wanted to remind everyone, please tweet out the room. We still are halfway. We still have a bunch of folks coming up. But comment to Alien NFT. He's a very fast speaker, clear, and I've watched him every Sunday. He's been building up audience, and he's doing all the right things. He's engaging with people and conveying the message in the roadmap. So really kudos, and definitely wish you a lot of success.
Thank you, Rockstar. I really appreciate that.
Fantastic, Rockstar. Thank you. And Lane, my friend, I love the hands. This is great. Go, Lane.
All right. So, I have a checklist, and when I look at a new project, it's got to check all the boxes in order for me to want to get in. And I usually take heavy positions, but first off, the artwork, right? I like it. It seems snappy. It seems like it would have some gravity and pull in users. So that one checks the box. Roadmap, you've got one. It sounds like it's thought out. It doesn't have timelines, which is what would be something that obviously I would like to see a little more clarity on, because it helps to understand like sequence of events. And I certainly see like there's Gen 1, Gen 2, and all those aspects that are shuffled in. I think it's helpful when I guess I'm used to seeing like fishbone charts and schedules. So I like to see things that are, maybe it's something that as a community we can ask, new projects to do, is make it look like a schedule rather than a Medium article. But that's not a dig. That's just saying how I prefer to see the information. But I will say that you have all the elements that we typically would look at, for a roadmap. You have staking, you have DAO, you have tokenomics. You're talking about gamification. So you're having all the right words. I would have some concerns around the finances, like Up mentioned, and you've talked a little bit about that. 150 CRO times 2,500 mints. That's going to yield you about maybe 180K. And then you're going to be giving some to charity, which I love. That's a good one. You talked about Gen 2, you talk about tokenomics. Those are the other boxes that I started looking at. Because I know you don't have a white paper out quite yet, but I usually stay away from projects that have a token that's publicly available, because it's too easy to be manipulated. And so I like in project economies that translate value to real world. And so that's just something to think about. So long-winded, but I would say initial face value, I like it. I want to learn more. It sounds like I have a couple more weeks for you guys to put more information together and really, make me feel a little more comfortable. But I mean, at least face value, I think that there's some potential here. We just need maybe a little more refinement, and to make sure that this could be a home run.
I really appreciate the kind words, Lan, though. I'll definitely get to work at something right away. I really appreciate that. I do agree. I definitely want something nicer than what I have for my Medium article as a roadmap. I'm currently trying to work out making like a nice picture popped roadmap, like what everybody else is doing, but with so much on the go and trying to do these space and all that, things, get a little bit past me. But no, 100%. I love all the information you just gave me. I'll take it all 100% and I'll transpire it for you. And I'll make sure that the project is laid out exactly and perfectly how you want to see it look. And yeah, no, we'll go from there.
Yeah, no, and it's not just appreciate it. I think as more and more projects come on, the more clearly you're able to communicate your vision, I think the more easily you'll have people clamor onto the project. So Yeah. So no, I love that you're so receptive on that, and I think you've been a part of this community, you've been engaged and whatnot, and that's another big check mark because we get projects that come in and they want to I'll use the word chill. I don't like the word chill, but they'll show out their projects but they've never really been a part of the community. So you check a big box by being a part of the community, being engaged. You're in these spaces, and you're participating and whatnot. So that's a big plus. So that needs to be acknowledged.
And he does it in 30 seconds, laying low.
Yeah, he's quick.
Perfect delivery, and
It's because I got Irish blood in me. That's why I'm part Irish. So like we speak a little bit fast in Newfoundland. I'm sorry if honestly I will say I am sorry if someone can't understand what I'm saying. If I do speak too fast, that is an apology on my behalf.
no need to apologize. The challenge of the 30-second pitch is to get that information across. I mean, I'll make a recording of the space available so people can rewind and hear it over and over to pick up every little detail there. But that was excellent delivery, Alien, and yeah, Lane, you make a really good point around community, especially. I love speakers coming up here and showing us their artwork, but if they've also been engaging with their would-be supporters, that's like a whole other ball game and such an important part of it. So that's
Ozzy, we're
excellent.
running behind. Quit talking. Slums, welcome.
Thank you. So I've appointed Rockstar as my bad cop today. I appreciate you, and you have to cut me off when I'm rambling on. So we do have a Crypto Slums up next, my friend. I'll get your tweet pinned up top. Are you there? And have you got your mic working okay?
Yeah, I have my mic working. Am I free to speak?
Yeah, so I'll get you to start your 30 seconds now, my friend. Go for it.
Hello, how are you doing? My name is Terrell. I go by Crypto Slums. I am a civil rights activist. I'm also a very part of my community. I actually have an event coming up with the homeless coming soon. I have a project called the Crow Hornets, Queen Bee Crow Hornets, and the Go Crow Hornet Rangers. It's a team of three. Me, my daughter, and my cousin, we all put together our artistic skills and come up with this. I'm the finalizer and the promoter. Thank you guys for reviewing my project and check me out. Tell me what you think. Any constructive criticism would be perfect for me.
Thank you, Crypto Slums. Panelists, how are we feeling? Shwiz.
I mean, slums. I think the wasps are cool. It kind of reminds me of. I was a big fan of the Tick cartoon back in the '90s. Not the new remake. But to be honest, just knowing you, I'd much rather see you mint some music. I mean, I know you're really strong in the music. I'm not saying don't do
No,
drugs
that's
and art, but
slums. That's slums. That's not me.
oh,
That's slums.
this is a different
I'm
slums.
crypto
Not
slums.
to be confused. Yeah.
Oh
So
my God, there's two. Oh man, I'm so sorry. There's two
it's okay.
slums.
I,
God,
I, I,
okay.
I I
What?
literally made the same mistake, I think, just the other day. So, and interestingly enough, we will actually have Ball Out Crypto, aka Slums NFT, as the next speaker.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, all right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna stick my foot in my mouth.
You're
Um,
fine, Shriz.
you know, yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's like Power Rangers meets the Tick. Um, yeah, I'll just leave it at that because now I just feel stupid. So we'll just pass it over to Lane Lowe with his hand up.
They
You
know.
better go buy something to make it up now to make him feel
All
better.
right, bet. Yep. Perfect. I'll do that.
Yeah, I love your music, Crypto Slums. No, I'm just joking. Um, uh, so the artwork, I can appreciate it, and I love that it's kind of a family element to it, where it's not just you working it. It's I think you mentioned your daughter and others, and I really appreciate that because you're not only um, looking to bridge into the NFT space, but you're also trying to rear your family to learn more about this space. So I really I like that. As it relates to the art, I do appreciate the art, but I would say that more variations would probably be good. I think I like the Hornets. I like the concept, but But you know, if you're gonna, since there's no utility, um, and then maybe I'm wrong there because you know I looked at the page and whatnot. Since there's no utility, the really differentiator for you is going to be standout artwork, and so it can't be just piece to piece. It has to be just general, right? It has to pop. It has to catch eyes because that's how you're going to grab people, right? If they're too similar, it drives an internal struggle to say, do I like this rainbow one? Do I like this red one? Do I like this blue one? Right? But if you make it to where it's more diverse and has more angles and you know tells a little bit more of a story, then people will start looking at it differently, and that's where you know it becomes more appealing or more gravitating from an investor standpoint. And so I do like I said, there's a lot of big pluses. Um, and you know one of the minuses, and I'm going to share this, and it might be a little spicy, but I do see the marketing that you do through the community, and I love that you're in these spaces and things of that nature. But one of the things that you know I don't necessarily gravitate to is the you know posting within a you know a tweet, a link to your page. So I would say things like that may turn off your community and turn off investors as well because it might look a little disingenuous. So I'm not saying that I don't respect the hustle, and I don't respect you know the marketing approach. I'm just saying that you have to be careful with the optics. Sometimes that those type of things can project. So you know, right now I would say I'm going to reserve um, any purchases. I want to see a little more variation, but I do have an appreciation for the art, and like I said, I do have appreciation for bringing you know family into this.
Thank you so much, Lane. And yeah, I mean, it's always interesting to hear from different collectors or you know investors and what they look for, what you know may encourage them or discourage them in the form of you know community engagement and tweets. It's yeah, fantastic. Do either of my other panelists want to add anything before we move on to Ball Out Crypto? Awesome. No, I'll take that as up.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. I just wanted to show my appreciation for the artwork that you have on your page. I was just flipping through them, trying to look for you know, cool art that I might want to pick up. But I do agree that some of these, I guess, to give you maybe a little bit more concrete feedback on what you could improve on. So some of these NFTs have variation on coloration only. Maybe try to add, and some of them look really, really beautiful, and I think you have the talent. But then when you have a lot of them with just slight color differences, it really reduces, I guess, the rarity, scarcity of the artwork that you're creating. And that's where a lot of the value comes in of your own creation. And I think a way to improve it is maybe reduce the number of um, those similar variations, rather include more features, maybe different hat, different, I don't know, weapon. I saw one with a gun and looks really cool. So something like that could, I think, could um, help your collection. I don't know if it helps. That's my personal opinion, but keep it up. I think you have something unique.
I love it. I mean, that's what we're here for, differing opinions and takes. And speaking of which, Rockstar.
No, I love it. I mean, CRO fam all the way, right? So hope to see you back again with some of the feedback. Not discounting anything right now, but just lots of potential, ton of potential. So thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Crypto Islam. That's excellent. Appreciate you.
And thank you guys for the constructive criticism. And I promise that I will keep working. I needed that. I'm kind of new to the space. So when I jumped out there, I ain't going to lie. My first application, I got denied. And then my second, I just hurried up and dropped something so I can be a part of the 2021 class. I will be working on variations and other cool things that I can put together. Thank you guys so much. And I'm sticking around.
A pleasure. Thank you so much. That's excellent, and I'm so glad you had an opportunity to speak, on a platform to the fam, to the collectors, and the like. So moving on to our next speaker. So we have three left, doing quite well in time. We'll have Ball Out Crypto, Layla, and then Cappuccino Pixel. But here's the intro song. Here we go.
What an intro. I can, never stop listening to this song. Welcome.
Here we go to there, Slums.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Man, I'm not gonna lie, yo. I'm feeling kind of bad, man, because ever since Bass say he only want to hear music from me, bro, and it's like I'm not trying to say nothing, man, because I know, I'm in the NFT space, man, and I put a lot of work into my NFT project, man, and I say I really honestly do this project to try to bring in my community and the people around me into the crypto space, and I finally found a way to get like my close friends interested in it by creating this NFT project, and like it's really personal to me, and that's why I put a lot of work in this because like I actually do photography and I combine my photography with my friends' drawings, and we're creating a comic series, and we actually like in the development of it. And like I mean I don't want to say like I only got like 30 seconds to speak, and like having that like hit me is kind of like it's hurting because I had like a 30-second spiel to actually do, and it was really entertaining because I'm saying, like I do put a lot of effort in it, like everything I do for real. And I know the music is, I know y'all love my music, and I appreciate that so much. But it's like I can't mint NFT music like I wish I could, but I don't have anybody like really reaching out to me heavily and trying to like fill me in on how to, or trying to work with. I don't have nobody to really work with me on that. Like I'm trying to build a community for that.
Yeah,
and I try to
talk.
I'm going to apologize in advance, Slum. I don't think that it was a knock at your art at all. I think there was a miscommunication. I think Ibisu's thought you were somebody else. So it certainly, his comment was certainly nothing against your art. So I want to just clear that up because I don't want you to be discouraged. I've seen your art. I like your art. You should be confident with it. I love where you're taking it. And so let's reset. And let's go at this again because it was nothing at your art. I don't think. I think there was a miscommunication as to which slum was which slum. And your music stands alone. And your music, when the MP4 type formats are supported, I'm sure that will just continue to propel your stuff. So let's just reset and know that nothing was said that was deterring you from your art. Your art is I really dig it. So let's do this again.
I was going to say, maybe this is the first time we'll try out the panelists using a card for extended speaking. So Leon Lowe has played his card. Slums, you have 30 seconds. What would you like to say, my friend, now that we've reset it? Did you want to speak more towards your artwork?
Yeah, okay, my bad. Here I go. All right. Slums NFT project. Developing comic strip and gaming NFT project. Exclusive to the CDC NFT platform. Thunderbolts. Slums gangsters. Slums territories. Available now. Discord under construction. Early access available via DM. And coming soon. Explosions. Slums comics. Screen.
That's so awesome. Doing your own sound effects and everything. That's fantastic.
All right, cool. Thank y'all for letting me speak.
Appreciate. We've got little Slums there in the background. Panelists.
So I think that extra 30 seconds. I'm not being mean here, but I don't think it gave us any new information. But what it gave us is I guess a description of who you are as a person, as an artist. with the spiel that you gave us, the character that you have. So maybe 30 seconds better spent than trying to describe us what your art is. So good job. That was fun.
I agree. Like just hearing the passion in the voice is excellent. We'll go to Land and Rockstar.
Yeah, I say I do like host spaces sometimes to like let people know more about my art and how we and more about what we're doing exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a lot. It is a lot that we do have going on, and I'm happy to share that information. It's just that I didn't want to go over 30 seconds, and I'm sorry for even doing this right here.
Oh, no need to apologize, Slums. I felt the Dolby Digital sound effects through the phone, and the lightning bolts and the explosions, and I felt the vibration through my couch. But no, I've seen your art before, and so your pitch. What I did was go straight to your profile to go take a look at it, and so I like it. It tells a story. It's a different story, and. And I look forward to your continued progression because you shared a little bit of where you want to take it, and so I want to go there with you. So I certainly will be watching your progression very closely.
Thanks, Land. Shwiz, you got your hand up. I think Rockstar put his down there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love it. I just picked up Stony Tone. I love it. And I'm really looking forward to the comic book. But what I said about the music is still true. Right? I want to see your music on my platform. I want to help. I want to make sure this happens. I got to see the Sunday Spaces song minted. I got to see the Lazy Horse song minted. I got to see the Afro Chimp song minted. I need it all on my platform. So anything I can do to make that happen, you just let me know. I got you. However, whatever help you need, we'll do it.
I'm so glad you said that, Shwiz, because since I heard that the Crow Fam song, I have just been dying to mint an NFT copy of my own. So maybe we can make that happen. And for the record, Slums, I did pick up the lyrics to the Crow Fam song off your NFT page a couple of weeks back. So yeah, that's a treasured one of mine for sure. Rockstar, did you have anything you'd like to add before we move on to our next speaker, who will be Layla?
No, I just wanted to encourage Slums to continue with the creative imagination. Song is phenomenal. Everybody's asking always for it, but you definitely have a ton of potential. So hope to see you soon again here. So thank you very much for being here. We got to move on. We got 2 more people.
Fantastic. Appreciate you, Captain TRS. All right, so we're going to move on to Layla Pinto talking about her project. A little bit of intro here. How are you this morning?
Good. Thank you, Ozzy. This is great. Hi, all. I'm Lila Pinto, a one-on-one artist. I've been painting for over a decade. I'm classically trained at places like the Art Students League of New York and the New York Academy of Art. I've exhibited my work in New York and internationally. And some of my paintings have actually been displayed on the Jumbotron in Times Square and at the Oculus in the World Trade Center. I'm excited to share my Genesis collection with you all. The title is My Journey into the Metaverse. So it's documenting through paint my early days into the world of NFTs, blockchain, and crypto. I'm grateful to the community, and I've connected with some terrific people, and I just love all the support from this great Crow fam. So the paintings are made out of acrylic and oil. They're one-on-one. The vibrant colors and titles like Bing Bong and Wag Me are representing, I just think of alpha.
Yes,
And
I
the
love it so much.
spaces,
Tying in with the
yeah,
community. That's
yeah.
perfect. I'm so sorry to cut you off there, but I see Rockstar has a question. So over to our panelists, Rockstar.
Hey, Layla, thank you so much for being here. One quick question that I have for you.
Yeah.
So it's painting, and you've minted it as an NFT. Is there a utility such as physical art with each one of
Well,
these editions, or is it just a NFT image of the painting?
Well, in this particular instance, they are just the NFTs, they're just the JPEGs. But I do have on my site, I do have some at a slightly higher price points. I actually will ship physical paintings. And I was just trying to see how this kind of goes because I have other physical paintings behind it, which would be utility. So, and then I just wanted to mention one more thing since giving back is very important to me. I have an upcoming charity exhibition where I've donated 2 paintings for a gallery show in New York. So details to follow on that. But yes, I do. My work does straddle both the physical and the digital. So thank you. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
So we'll throw it up and then Shwiz.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah. No, thank you for sharing your artwork. It's really beautiful.
Thank you.
And I guess I might want to ask some other panelists about the question that Crypto Rockstar asked. Is it how does it work when we separate the digital and the physical version of the same artwork? And I think that's something to think about. That's not my main question. And my main question is, so this is your journey into the metaverse, and your art is beautiful. And if you could explain a little bit on, or give us some tips on how to understand this art. What perspective are we looking at, or what were you thinking of when you made this artwork?
So my art, thank you. So I'll take the second question first. So my art actually, if you look at my website, which is on my Twitter profile, I have been trained in classical training. So I do landscape paintings in the traditional style. I've done still life. Of course, I haven't minted them. So those paintings are very representative of whether it's nature or a still life. These paintings are abstraction, and what I was trying to capture was the energy. So this is my emotional response. Literally, I did this series of paintings for crypto.com and for this space. And that's why I also use titles like WAGMI and Bing Bong and GMGM. So they're all, they're
Yes,
all
CrowFam
NFT.
specific.
Yeah,
That's so
they're
awesome.
Crow Fam
And
specific. And I wish Alpha was here.
he'll get to
Yeah,
hear the recording for sure.
yeah, so
And
sorry.
sorry to cut you off. Before I throw to my co-host there, Shwiz, can I just clarify? Is it Layla or Lila?
Lila.
Lila, thank you, Lila.
As if it's spelled
The,
Lyla. Yes, thank you,
like
Ozzy.
Delilah, the yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
excellent. So Shwiz, my friend, we're gonna move along quickly. Before we have one last speaker. So what would you like to
I
add,
just want to
Shwiz?
finish his second question. So basically this is my emotional response to the excitement in the room, and that's why the vibrant colors and the brush strokes with the movement. But your second question was about the physical and the digital. So I have separated those. So when I offer paintings that are only NFTs, those are one product, and then the other, there's a couple, and those are physical and digital, unless the
Awesome.
collector doesn't want it, in which case it's fine. I'm sorry,
Uh,
Shwiz, what was your question? Yeah, I know you want to move along quickly. So
Sorry,
did
yeah,
I
I'm not trying to be
answer that,
rude.
by the way?
Yeah.
No. Okay. You can DM me and we can talk further.
No
Go ahead.
question. Just a comment. I really love the whole theme of it. It's your journey into the metaverse. You've really embraced the culture, through the name, the names of all the paintings, and the descriptions of them all, and you kind of explain. I mean, what's some like basically the slang of it all, for maybe the people who wouldn't know. So I really love it. I'm gonna ape in, as you say, and buy this WAGMI one right now. We're all gonna make it together. Love it.
Awesome.
Keep up the good work.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks so much. Appreciate
Very,
it.
very welcome, Lila. Thank you so much. So we are coming up to our final speaker, Capu Pixel, coming in to talk about the Cappuccino Pixel project. Do we have you there, Capu?
Great. Did Rockstar have one quick question before I step down? Rockstar, did you have something for me? I saw his hand up. I guess not. Okay. Yeah.
No, Lila, I already
Okay.
follow you, so I'm already checking you out. So thank you again. Appreciate you being, open and embracing the Crow fam. You're in many spaces. I've noticed that. So you're building community and the followers of your own. I think this is really important for the success. And I'm really excited to see where this goes. So thank you for being here.
Great. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Excellent. So, on to our final speaker for tonight, wherever you may be. We're going to introduce Kafu Pixel. Welcome, Kafu. Do we have you there?
Okay, so can I start now?
Whenever you're ready, my friend.
Okay, so thank you for the space first. Sign one on one only. So inspiration is after Cappuccino passed away. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about my Valentine 5 design will be giveaway. I will post it within today in Twitter. And then the next one I have next activity for holder to win $1 back twice a month start next month. Okay, and last, it's not a financial advice. After 25 sold, the floor price is go up. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kafu. Appreciate it. Panelists, any feedback for our final speaker of the day?
I wish I had stumbled upon his page before he came up here, because I'm sure that people are going to be buying. No, I like the cuteness. I like the I like the price range. It certainly is approachable. But I do like the little concept, the little stories that each of these tell. It's pixelated art that is fun. And like I said, the price point is good. And I wish that I had found him before he came in here.
Thank you.
Undiscovered gem. I love it. Shriz, Rockstar, or Up, any comments to add? Oh, Lan, you can keep going, my friend.
I'm just buying. You guys keep talking. I'm just buying. Number 2 and 3 and 15.
No.
Rockstar's got his wallet out.
Yeah, no.
I guess I had a quick question. I mean, maybe you explained this. There's several that are not for sale. These will be coming up for sale once the other ones are sold, or what? Or what's the story there?
Which one? Which one are you talking about?
I was just looking at the collection here, and there's several that are just not listed or listed as not for sale. So those will be coming onto the market later. Are you expecting offers for those? Or,
that's actually one design from the last Chinese New Year that it was too late for the event, so I didn't put it on sale because I cannot take it out from the collection. That's all.
No worries. Awesome. I love the artwork. This has been excellent space. I mean, the fact that we're only 7 minutes over the hour, I think is a great achievement. We'll do some mixing and matching, maybe a few less speakers next week, but maybe look at extending the time slightly. We're going to figure out this format perfectly, but it will be same time next week. Each week we'll be doing the CRO Tank, and we will have even more panelists up here. One particular famous one who couldn't make it today but sends his apologies. Hopefully might be joining us next week as well. But this has been...
Hey, Ozzy, if you don't mind, real quick.
Of course.
I'm seeing some tweets on Twitter, and I want to make sure that people understand the intent of this, right? I don't want people to feel or think that, and the format will certainly need to, this will evolve over time. The spirit of what we're trying to do here is help new artists come up and get noticed and have an opportunity to continue to mature what they're trying to accomplish into something that is available to the community. So the panel up here is not in any ways seeing themselves as above anybody or hierarchy or whatnot. It is simply providing an opportunity for new artists to come in and ask tough questions. We have other spaces that do similar things, but they have different formats. And so the format may not be perfect right now. And I don't want the optics to discourage the community from participating in these things or supporting these type of things. No one in here is trying to be above anybody else. We are all beside each other, and we are all trying to help lift each other up. So, I just wanted to put that out there because I did start seeing some tweets and received some DMs, and I want people to know that the intentions here are completely authentic and genuine, and we're not trying to mislead anybody to think that there's anything other than that. And so I hope artists that come in here feel comfortable. Some I've been in other spaces where artists come in and say that, and it's not this type of forum, and they're trying to find ways to break through, and they're asking questions, and should I just do art or should I just do utility, right? And so they don't always have the venue. This is a venue. We've got some people that are very familiar in this space, and so all we're trying to do is provide some insight. I'm not trying to say that what I buy other people should buy, or what I don't buy people shouldn't buy. Everybody's got to make their own decisions, but we're coming at this with a pure heart, and while maybe the format needs to be adjusted, we will work on that, and the community feedback 100%, please provide it, because we want to get this right. But and the whole intention is to try to uplift the community, and so if we're not accomplishing that, then we're doing it wrong. And so, please do not hold back, right? I love that people felt comfortable enough DMing and expressing their thoughts. And so, I'm the type that is going to be very transparent and very communicative. I don't like a lot of the Twitter sphere commenting back and forth. I love the feedback, and we'll address it, because I at least myself, and I know many of the panel members up here, we're coming from a good place, right? We could be doing, I could be with my kids, I could be with, but I want to be here with you guys. I want to be helping, and I want to help others, because, whether it's in here or whether I'm just buying stuff on a board afternoon, it can make a difference in other people's lives.
So well said, Lane. I really appreciate that, and it does remind me as well. So the applicants all submitted via the Google form, which will remain open, and so there are other submissions that have come through since and they all have the opportunity to speak next week. So feel free at any time to put your application in on that Google form. Sorry about the background noise there. And so yes, we're going to look to improve this, continue it on, and you haven't missed your chance. Like it's just an opportunity to come up and share it with the community in a nice rapid pace. Of course, I'd love to see spin-off spaces from all of the speakers today dedicated to their projects, so that they can do an AMA and you can deep dive with the community for sure. This is sort of more like flicking through a catalog, so to speak, with a little bit of feedback. So I hope everyone had some fun. Did any of my panelists have any closing remarks before I wrap things up for today?
I do. You guys totally bought out Cappuccino's portfolio. There's nothing left.
Here I am, too busy hosting. I didn't even get a chance to have a look. And also a quick note: the speakers who were brought up all were from the Google form. So I did have a lot of requests for the mic in the space today, but please don't be offended that you weren't approved. It was just that we were sticking to the agenda and the format. But hey, just drop an option in on that form, and you can have your piece next week or the week after. Excellent. So I think we're good from everyone. This has been a lot of fun. I can't wait to tweak this and do this again same time next week. Watch this space and appreciate the CRO fam. It's all about love. I love the line, community is unity, and we are better off together. So I'm going to play us out with that ultra dramatic Shark Tank theme song, and I'll see you guys next week.